Hey YouTube, what's going on? Today we're doing an unboxing and we're taking a look at the Galactic Archive series C3pO. Let's check it out.
Behold, my stuff.
All right, so Galactic Archive C3pO. This is one of these newer lines where Disney is releasing these directly, not through a licensing like Hasbro or something like that. I did a review previously on one of these type of items. It was Ochi's dagger from episode 9. This is episode 9 inspired as well, and it's a 3PO head. It's a chrome head finish, but it also has a reveal. It has innards, so you can do the episode 1 3PO head as well, which is appealing to me because that means that I could gut this thing and completely repaint it and make it cool. So, if we look on the back, it shows us all different kinds of things. It is inspired mostly by 3PO and the Rise of Skywalker and is supposed to have that ability. It says it has multi-piece assembly. It says it has removable pieces. So, a front, a back, a front neck, a back neck, and 2 side pieces. Authentic character phrases, authentic light features, touch activated. That's right, you can activate it by touching the head. And then it said, move wired access Sith translator. That's interesting. Oh, I see. So you can sort of bypass it. This looks fun. Let's check it out. Okay. We have instructions. Feel free to pause and check that out. Out. Head. Right, look at him. Chromie McChromedome. Came with some plastic wrapped around the bottom. I took that off already. So let's take a look. So first of all, it smudges immediately. Oh my goodness. So we're never keeping this clean. This is gonna suck. Yeah, so this is gonna smudge like all hell. It's got some stuff on the bottom here. Just the Disney logo, it's numbering, all that. Nothing fancy. So, you can display it just like this. It's got power in the back. You could cycle it back and forth. I haven't charged it, so I don't care. Should we charge it just a little bit to see it work? I think maybe we should. Let's try that. He's plugged in. We've got lights. Do we have sound?
We're doomed.
We're doomed.
Thank goodness. This is madness. I feel so helpless.
Ugh.
Did you hear that? They shut down the main reactor. We'll be destroyed for sure. This is madness.
Madness.
Where am I? I had a bad feeling about this.
Ah, famous line.
Protocol? Why, it's my primary function set. I am well versed in all the custom. We seem to be made to suffer. It's our lot in life. Will this never end? Is my head on straight? Take care, my little friend.
Ah.
I've had the most peculiar dream.
Boo.
I don't like the look of this.
Huh?
Thank the maker.
Yeah.
I'm quite beside myself.
Oh, really? That line? Ah, come on, man.
Where is everybody?
There
Hello, I am C3pO Human Cyborg Relations.
we
Might I
go.
serve you?
There we go.
Sir, my first job was programming binary load lifters, very similar to your evaporators in most respects. With all we've been through, sometimes I'm amazed we're in as good condition as we are. What with the rebellion and all.
It's a lot of phrases.
I'm not much more than an interpreter, and not very good at telling stories.
A lot of episode
Also
4.
making them interesting anyway. Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so confused. It wasn't my fault, sir. Please don't deactivate me. Shut me down.
That's an episode 2 line.
I am C3pO, Human Cyborg Relations.
Lovely.
Oh no! Sir, if you'll not be needing me, I'll close down for a while.
Hopefully that's the last one.
What's going on? Turn round. I can't see. I'm going to regret this.
Yeah.
You're singeing my circuits.
Dude, is it every line ever?
Take care, my little friend. Protocol? Why, it's my primary function.
Okay, I think we're recycling now.
In all the custom.
Shut off. All right. So that was interesting. So that's a lot of phrases. That's pretty cool. So, I mean, we're like 8 minutes into phrases here. So, first things first, it's super fingerprinty, so requires a lot of buffing. So, in order to get access to this dude, you gotta take the side piece off. Same on the other side. This is where it gets sticky, because it's plastic. So, you kind of gotta force the head off. They told me about this. The front piece there is so sticky. Come on, you nut job. There we go. So, this piece has a bit of a grab to it. And this is pretty cool because, like, it's a full-size head. Like, I could almost get that on my big noggin. So, that's pretty sweet. I actually have another 3PO face downstairs, and I had some ideas about how I can put the two together and make something pretty cool. But, we're going to take the back off, which requires you to, like, lift and pull. Droids. So this piece doesn't actually come out. So you kind of got to push it around that. There it is. It's kind of just on there with brute force. Then the neck pieces come off as well. Now what's kind of interesting about that, they tell you to lift and pull. Lift and pull. There it is. All right. Pain in my ass. So now here's what's kind of interesting, is if you reconnect that, you can kind of put these two somewhat back together. And you could sort of remake the chrome 3PO. Now I have another set of eyes that I can do from another 3PO, so I might be able to display both the exposed head and the chrome head, and then put the crap face plate on that. I got some ideas, so we'll see. But that's pretty cool. So I like that the mask, you know, comes apart in its entirety, and now we're left with this thing. Look at that. So it's super plastic and toy looking. If you look in the back, absolutely childlike. So logically, my immediate brain goes to rip all the wires out, their wires, and put real wires in and make it look phenomenal. But I'm not immediately diving into that. I'm just gonna keep it as is for a bit. We're gonna chrome out, we're gonna metal up some of this, get the metal in there. So yeah, a lot of these wires are glued down. Man, I really want to just rip this thing completely apart and redo it. There's a lot to be done here. So inside the neck, there's a lot going on. It's a really nice piece. Now the cool thing is that right there, that purple guy, there's a bypass. So we Babu frick the crap out of this. We return it back on. And I'll probably need to, I think I need to plug it back in because I don't know how much juice it's going to have. So let me do this. Let's see what happens.
The Emperor's Wayfinder is in the Imperial Vault at Delta 36, transient 936, bearing 32 on a moon in the Endor system. From the southern shore, only this blade tells. Only this blade tells.
Babu? So that's pretty cool that you could do the bypass. I have the life-size 1-to-1 Babu Frick, so of course my immediate desire was to display the front faceplate with the back of the head open with Babu working on it, setting it into bypass position so that when I did touch it, it would do the thing, Babu does his phrase, and that would be the cool way to display this for me, the way that I want to do it. But another part of me feels like I could leave it like this, and that's cool, but I have another 3PO faceplate, and I kind of want to play with it. So let's take a look. So, we know we have this, which is, you know, whenever you paint it, it's going to be so good. It has a faceplate that sits over it. I have a second faceplate. I have this. This was one of those wall hangers, right? you stuck it against the wall. So it has half his front face plus the back. Now, in theory, I could mount this. If I cut away the neck, I can mount this and make it so that it sits on this. I could repaint this so it's a little shinier, has a little bit more going for it. And I think the eyes will actually line up perfectly. I can pop the eyes out. It's just got this black on the inside. So I can mount this in such a way that this sits on it, and that's how I display this. And then when I pop the eyes out of this, I can stick them on that, and then assemble the chrome headpiece, and that way I can display a chrome 3PO head, and I can display this with Babu, and Babu can sit there and work on 3PO. So that would be the ideal way to do this, right? And as you can see, I've repainted, you guys saw this video. I repainted my Babu entirely. I haven't put batteries in him in a long time. He does the phrases and stuff, but... So this is going to be pretty money. And this will work, because if you look at these two, I think they're out of the same mold, to be honest with you. They look identical. So I'm pretty sure that this and this are the same thing. So I definitely can make this work. So that may be a project that I want to undertake at some point. And what's interesting is, I didn't even notice this. The neck is its own part. The neck comes off. So I could literally just slide that over. That is interesting. Ooh, how about that? All right. So yeah, we're probably going to do that. So let's put 3PO back together. Babu, take a break. So we're going to unbypass. And it's just two holes in there. So the top one is normal, the bottom one is bypass. And yeah, I think with enough grunging and things, this will work. All right, let's just reassemble this. So neck's got to go first. Gonna put this in. Stupid. Man. Everything's always complicated. Yeah. This guy goes on after that. Gotta get that over the top. Yeah. A lot like that. That was pretty good. Faceplate. Remember, the way this top piece goes in is a pain in the ass. And then you gotta slide these little scrooby guys on. Threepio. And like I said, compared them one to the other. This is what most 3POs look like. They're really close, man, in size. I can make this work. So, the big thing is 3POs never really look chromey. It's hard to pull off that chrome. One of the things that I really like about this is that it's so hard to pull off the chrome. I love that this went full chrome. 3PO is generally dirty. There's a lot of reasons for this. Most commonly is that you could see the camera reflected in the chrome, so they tended to gunk them up so you couldn't see the camera. Once we got around to the prequels, that wasn't so much of a problem because they could digitally paint out the cameras, so 3PO did get his full-blown chrome treatment. And then in the sequels, it went back and forth. He was still chromey, but he did have a lot of dirt because he was, actively in use. So I'm going to keep it pristine chrome because it looks so cool. And it's so hard to achieve if I were to paint it. And I don't want to do that. So I'm going to keep the chrome. But I am also definitely going to use this, repaint this, grunge it up, and make this the front faceplate for the displays with Babu. So I'm going to be able to make this work. Because I've had this, I bought this at discount, like on clearance in Target or something a long time ago. I've never done anything with it. And I always thought, oh, I'll build the back part of it and I'll do the Babu Frick thing. When I heard this was coming out, I was like, man, I should get me one of those. And then I was able to get one at a good price. And now I'm like, dude, I not only can I do that, because I have this, I can have the best of both worlds. I can display the chrome piece and I can display the exposed piece, and I can do both. And that's really cool, and I'm going to do that. So on a scale of 1 to 10 as a prop, 10. It's chrome, 3PO head, it's 1-to-1 scale, it looks correct. It's absolutely gorgeous, 3-dimensional, front to back. The fact that you can turn it on and have all those phrases with a really decent speaker, great. But then you can take it apart and completely go another route with it. Out of this world. Can't ask for more than that. Totally worth the price. If these are available on Disney Shop, if you want to pick one up, I would recommend doing it when they're in stock. Man, outstanding piece. 100% recommend that you acquire yourself a 3PO. It's an absolutely stellar piece. Yeah, love it to death. If you can't build it, buy it. If you can't buy it, build it. But sometimes, me and Babu, time to crack this droid.